Thanks for having me. My name is Amanda Chung. I run Lucky Risograph. We're a Dumbo, Brooklyn-based risograph studio. Risograph is a very eco-conscious printing method. It's as eco-conscious as printing can get. It uses rice bran oil for the ink, and the stencil that it uses is a type of hemp and banana leaf. So that's like the primary printmaking method that is like central to all of the prints and zines and self-publishing that we do. And we also collaborate with artists and small businesses around New York and the broader area too. I was a lab technician at school, and they had a machine there. So I would, like, during my free time or like with any project, try to use the machine as much as possible. And then after I graduated, I realized that there weren't as many studios that had open access. So one of the main focuses of Lucky Risograph is to sort of make risograph printing a little bit more accessible and just like sort of, it's really funny because I think all of the characteristics of Riso carry through really well with like the community. So like the affordability aspect is very inherent in the machine and the way that like the stuff costs, but we try to carry that through to other people who are just starting out and learning about Riso too. And like I said, the accessibility portion. There's like a slight learning curve, but after that, it's very, very easy. Yeah. We do a lot of zines and books, so I really think about the object, like the physical object. So when we create something with an artist, I look at, their colors, I look at the content and their background, their story, and I try to weave that in. I try to represent that as best as possible in the form of a printed object that for the most part is going to arrive in someone's hands. And it's really nice because a lot of artists we collaborate with, they don't have a risograph background. So they're really excited by it and we're really excited by it. And they usually make like watercolors or photography where it's like they're in their own little world, and this is like an opportunity for them to sort of like branch out and like share an additioned piece with the world. So I really love that about it too. But it's still like fairly small. I think Riso is like right between the niche, not to get too nerdy, but it's like in the niche of like going to Staples and getting like 50 copies of like a print, or investing in like an edition of 1,000 run at like an offset print shop. So it's like right in the middle of that, which is really nice because there's like a lot of room for like prototyping and experimentation. I actually find that initially people are attracted to risograph through its texture and its vibrant colors. And so the eco-conscious aspect of it is kind of like a bonus. And I really try to tell people that because I think not a lot of people are aware. But it's been really nice because we're not trying to like bang that over people's heads. We're just trying to incorporate it very naturally, and just like try to embody that in like, like the paper choices and the quantity. Like we don't want to like overproduce too. And I always tell people that we say eco-conscious because there's still like materials being consumed. There's still consumables. But again, this is about like making a conscious effort to consider like alternatives. And I think that that's like the best way to start being sustainable. I think with a lot of fellow small businesses and communities that are still like active, like especially that have grown through the pandemic, I've seen a lot of overlap. And and it like really hits home for me where I think the community got even closer because we were just like clinging on with our like dear lives. And so I think we're just doing everything very intentionally, and like our purpose is more clear, and we're like more sure about what we're doing. So I think that's kind of like one thing that's really changed. Whereas before, I think, it was really easy to just be like, oh, we like Risograph is the only thing I know, and then I'm just gonna like just go into the world and just keep doing this without any like pause. So I think the pause really made us, from all aspects. It's like who we work with and the community that we've built, or who have those who have accepted us. Like I think just like a lot of gratitude. Yeah. It's been really interesting because we meet people from different walks of life, from different professions, and so it's different every single time. And I like really enjoy that. And that could be like any part of the process. Like even if they're just inquiring or they're taking a workshop, we have people who are looking for more like tactile, like projects or experiences, and we're able to give that to them. Or sometimes like it invokes nostalgia, which is really interesting. People bring in a lot of like packaging or photos that they kind of want to like repurpose into like printed ephemera. And so I think it's more about like very, very anecdotal connections almost. Like even sometimes when they're coming over for like a corporate workshop or something, like there's still like individuals who have like very rich stories, and the Riso somehow manages to capture like one little element of that, or the experience of printing something in Riso. I think perfection, because we're sort of like in this service industry where you're expected to be perfect all the time, but Riso is just as a skill or as like a medium is so not perfect. And so that's what makes me so mad. And I think, but I feel hopeful because people are starting to embrace like the imperfections. We're so excited to be a part of the Earth Day event at SoMad. We're going to have a variety of zines and artist prints from our like collaboration roster, probably like over 30 artists. And it's really funny. We're really bad with updating our website, so we love in-person events. And so we'll have a lot of prints that we don't have online and zines that we don't have online. So please come check out the event. So excited, and see you guys soon.